Hello friends, welcome back to Student Blog. In this Nutanix training session, series of training sessions, in this video, we'll be working on provisioning virtual machine on a Nutanix environment. I just logged into Nutanix Prism or Prism element using my Nutan Active Directory account, and in this video we'll be looking at we a virtual machine, as I said. So before that, we have created a network, a VLAN. We have created a storage container for this, and we also uploaded a ISO. So in our previous video we saw that. If you click on VM, you will be able to see the hypervisor summary, VM summary, and CPU memory utilization, overall CPU memory utilization, and guest VM guest controller IOPS, and latency, controller latency, like guest VM memory usage, everything. And this is for critical alerts, and this is for events. So it's everything clear. And if you see here, we already have two VLANs mentioned, provisioned already. So one is with one with without what do you call without enabling IP management, and one is with enabling the IP management, IP address management. So we are good here. So we'll go back to the virtual machine, and we'll provision the virtual machine. So now we are going to provision a Windows 2000 box, 2016 box. So anything, it's optional. 2016 time zone is fine, and CPU, I'm going to give one CPU, one core, one CPU, and memory 4 GB. Okay, so we need to add a disk here. So for that, we'll select this will be default. If you see here, we have three options, but we are going to allocate on storage container, and you will be using a SATA. You can use SCSI also. So container, you need to select the default container. So we'll go with the test container which we have created in previous video, and I will assign 20 GB of space, and click add. Once you've done this, you need to add a nick. So I'm going to select a nick with uh, which one will go. So let's try with this. So okay, so that's fine. So we'll go for default or else. So then click add, and we don't want to use any affinity rule. So host affinity rule is like you want to put that particular VM on particular host. Okay, a hypervisor host. For example, you have one host running with flash drives, and like high memory and CPU. You want to put that high critical business application server on that. So if you can give the, you can set the affinity set affinity rules. You need to select the box. So I have only one, so obviously it will be listed only one, but in production you will get a lot of boxes, and you need to select the required boxes. You can select one, three at a time, or how many you want, you can do it. So VM is created now. If you click on table, you will be able to see the list of VMs. If you select include controllers, you will be able to see the controller CVM VM also. So now my VM is ready, but it's down. So before that, let's go to update, and we'll see we have option to mount ISO. Okay, we can do that on the screen. So let me turn on my VM and see how it goes. Okay, so once you turn on, like you have option to launch console, like let VM turn up, then turn on, then obviously we can do it. So once it is turned on, you will be able to see the green dot here. So already we given the turn on command, so let's wait. So now we are able to launch the console. So here we have option to mount the ISO. We have only one ISO, so we'll mount it here. So it got mounted. Just I'm going to restart the VM so that it start deploying the OS. Sorry. So so OS is getting deployed now. You are able to see that. So once this is done, like this is a normal process, you guys already aware of it. So once OS is deployed, we need to install NGT, that is Nutanix guest tools on the server. Then only we'll be able to see the NIC card. So once this is done, we'll try to mount the drivers and we'll install the drivers, and then we'll provide the IP and we'll try to RDP it from external outside. So till it is getting loaded, I will just pause the video. Okay, our VM is ready. Let's put some password. So VM is ready, and we just logged in. So you may see some latency because it's a home lab. So just be patient with me. So okay, now it's ready. So here if you see here, VM is ready, but when I check for network card, we'll see whether it is available or not. So network card is not available. That is because, as we discussed, we need to go to VM, and actually we need to update the VM guest. We need to install the VM guest tools. So enable VM guest tools so that it will be mounted. Mount guest tools. Okay, enable guest tools. What is that? Okay, already we mounted a ISO. That is the reason. We'll unmount it. Mm, just click eject here so that it will be unmounted. Now we are good. So we'll go back and mount VM tools. Submit. Again we'll go to our VM. So you're able to see here NIC card as like not available, something like that it's showing. So into mark. So now add VM tools are mounted. We need to run it to install the drivers. So let's select this and click install. So installation in progress. Meanwhile, we'll discuss about few things like if you see here, this is a taskbar, black color one, which have couple of icons you are able to see. So so here like this is the edition what we are using, and uh, this is our cluster name and home, or like these are all the options available. Wherever you go, this taskbar will be there itself, and this is the cluster health, and this is the alerts. Any alerts you'll be able to see, and this is the tasks. Like any task is happening, obviously it will be visible here. That ring will rotate at that if any task is going on. So presently, like we are mounted the VM guest tool, so which is listed here. So this is the search option. Also, if you don't know anything, if you need to find anything like storage, if you type storage, anything related to storage will be listed here. If you type a VM, anything related to VM will be listed here. If you put any VM name, so VM name will be listed here. So anything you want to search, you put it here, it will be listed. So it's a very good feature here. So this is like contact sales health tutorial, and this is Nutanix community edition, but in general you will be able to see a support option like Nutanix support, where clicking on that it will take you to the support portal, and you will be you need to log in with your login ID, and you can raise case, or you can download the drivers, or you can download the patches, anything require you can do it there. So this is the gear symbol which you are discussing. Same thing will be available here in the settings. Okay, if you see here, when I click on gear symbol, you will be able to see the settings option here. Same thing will be available here. So a couple of things we discussed before, so we'll discuss few more soon. So like as we discussed here, like we can disable this, or you can like set timeout. Like I'm logging as a domain account, so I want to set it for 30 minutes, I can do it. So it just give a warning saying that it's not recommended to do put it for some time, but that's okay. Here if you select this, that is for other users, non-domain users, you can set it, and you can just save, and that will be saved. So you will be able to see success. And one more thing I want to show, like you are able you are able to see the blue background. So if you want to change the blue background, just you need to select shift and alt, and you need to click on this. Oh, let me try one more time. See, so you can change the color, whatever color you want. Okay, so you can change the color, and you can put the text title like prism prism element, and you can put anything like bottom like pro edition, or anything like you want to do. Like we can put our name. Okay, so you can have a couple of things here, so you can put your this thing, and you can save this one, and also it is done. So if you go to welcome bar here, you can type you can put some HTML code, so that whenever you log in, it will say that welcome to this that thing. Okay, like I can say like welcome to. Okay, and if I save it, I will, if I enable the banner and save it, I can see the preview, but I closed it. So I will try to access my cluster. HTTPS vstudentblog.dc.com 9440. Let's see. uh, okay, I know the problem. So actually this laptop is not in domain, so obviously it is not recognizing it. So let's try with IP 192.168.0.102. This is my cluster IP. So let's see. See, welcome to vStudent blog. You are able to see the banner, and after that you will be seeing prism element, whatever settings we put, that we are able to see. So as I said, community edition and production one, like licensed like ultimate or pro editions, they are almost same. Very few options, or very few options may change, but apart from that, most of the stuff are almost equal. So let's go and see what's happening to our okay, now my NIC card is available. We'll just provide a NIC IP and see. I don't like IPv6 assigned most of the time. I will uncheck it. Uh, and let's provide one IP 192.168.0.105, 192.168.0.40. One up is gateway. If you see here, if you observe, like after installing the guest tools, that is not asking for a reboot. That is a good thing. So it never asked for reboot. Yeah, it's a good sign. So I have provided a IP, and let's try to ping the IP from outside, whether it work or not. Ping 192.168.0.105. It's not pinging, so let's see what could be the problem. Okay, let's check the firewall. Okay, let's disable the firewall and see. Still it's not pinging. Let me troubleshoot and get back. So I have fixed the issue and we'll try to ping the domain controller 192.168.0.40. So we are able to ping that domain controller, and we'll try to ping the IP from outside. So we are able to ping it. So okay, no worries. So here we'll also see how to add a additional disk. Okay, so to add additional disk, click on add disk and select the container disk size of I will say 1 GB. So additional disk is added, and also we can add additional NIC also if you want. Click on add NIC and select the VLAN. So if you provide the IP, that will be assigned, or else it will take the IP from the pool. When you click add, so you'll be able to see the IP assigned. You are able to see these IPs are assigned now, and click save. And if you go to VM, and this is my domain controller. If you go to the VM and run disk management, you will be able to see the disk. So the disk which we have just now added. I'm just doing finish next finish, and it's done. And even NIC also you will be able to see. So at the time of troubleshooting I was added additional NIC. So yeah, once I reboot it, it will be go away. So this is the additional NIC which we have assigned just now. So this is the IP gateway, everything is added. So we will shut down this VM and also we'll delete this VM. I will show you how to delete the VM. So we don't require it anymore. Or before I delete it, I will show you how to delete the NIC and also delete the disk. So the disk which we have added, this is the one. Just click on this and it will ask you, are you sure to delete the disk or your data will be lost? Click OK. This is done. And the NIC also, if you go down, if you click on this into mark, the NIC will be deleted. So my VM is down, so it is showing a red dot over there. Save. So IP gone. So when you click on it, you will be able to see a option to delete VM. So we just click on delete VM. All snapshot whatever created with, you're just selecting and delete it. Okay, so if you by the way, before I delete it, so yeah, if you go down and if you select this VM, any VM, like you'll be able to see the VM performance, virtual disk, assigned virtual disk, assigned NICs, as well as snapshots if any, and VM tasks and IO metrics like performance, and you can see the console over here, VM console. You can take the screenshot. So a lot of options available here. You can see the summary, description, everything here. For our VM also same thing. So so it is powered off, so that is the reason console is not there. So if you see here, you can see the performance and the number of virtual disk. Only one we have, before we have two. We have one NIC, as we already removed one NIC. If you have any snapshot created, it will be here. So if you click on snapshot and give the name, a snapshot will be created. So snapshot is like a point of time, point of what you call it, point of time, like you are going to apply, you are going to upgrade applications for a temporary backup. It should not be called as backup, but the temporary point of time. If you take a snapshot, like what it will do is it will take the snapshot of the VM, and if something goes wrong, simply if you click on restore, simply that will be roll back to the previous state where it was. So snapshot will be restored, and even using the snap you can clone another VM. So this option I don't think VMware is not having. From snapshot cloning the VM, like that option is not there. So but Nutanix is having that. It's a good deal. So you can delete the snapshot from here, and even using the clone, like no, from VM we can create multiple clones at a time, which is also a, a good option. So you have if you have multiple way hypervisors, you can migrate from one hypervisor to the another. So we covered almost all here for related to VM. So now we will delete the VM. Right click, just, so I'm trying to cover all in one video related to VM. So just right click and delete, and it will say that yeah, I don't want to require any snapshot, and just delete it. So boom, it will be deleted soon. So this is about creating a virtual machine, and assigning disk, NIC, taking snapshot, deleting snapshot, deleting NIC, even deleting the disk, everything is shown. So yeah, it's taking some time, but after some time that VM will be deleted. If see, it's gone now, and you are able to see some operations here, something got failed. Okay, that's fine. So that is very pretty old. So that's all for this video, and I believe this is informative for you guys. So whatever I'm doing in community edition, most of the thing 90% matches the licensed environment, that is ultimate or pro. So there is no much difference, apart from some little bit difference, but apart from that everything will be same. So thanks for watching, and please do subscribe and like my videos. Any suggestions and queries, reach out to me on bstudentblog@gmail.com. Definitely I will reply, and I will, if anything you need any information, definitely I will share. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.